Good morning, good morning. I am really excited to be here today, and I hope that your week has been as much fun as my week. So I have so many things that I want to talk about that I think I will just get started first by just starting with the bowl. And the bowl that jumped into my hands, I was reaching for really my favorite medium-sized bowl, and the one that I brought in here without realizing it is one that I've not ever used on the Facebook Live. So got your favorite grounding oil, whatever it is. Many of you know that I use Sacred Mountain multiple times. It's my favorite grounding oil. But whether it's whatever oil you use and love most, just put a drop in, breathe it in, close your eyes, and just enjoy, intending to connect fully with the Creator, the Source, whatever your concept is, and just enjoy. Let me check the time. It's almost 11 o'clock, so I'm going to get started, and there will probably be a few more of people joining us. I know this is a busy time of the year, and as we get more and more busy, we tend to forget to do the things that really are the most important to us. So today my topic came to me, the words, and I had no idea what I would talk about, but the words were, and I've just dropped one of my cards, excuse me. I'm going to pick it up because this card is acceptance, accepting who we are, where we are on our journey, and accepting others for who they are and where they are on their journey. So what we're going to talk about today, the words that came to me, what do you envision? At the end of the year, many of us are focusing on the next year. What are we going to do during the next year, and what did we accomplish or fail to accomplish in this past year? There's often a lot of judgment associated. So I'm one of these. Now, standing in front of you is a goal setter, a lifetime goal setter, because that was the way I went through life. Setting goals, achieving them, marking off the list, and then setting more goals. It never stopped. It was always goals. Now, what I thought about was when this word envision came to me, well, what is the difference between setting goals and envisioning what you might do? Well, with a lot of thought and meditation, and also I looked up the words to find out the actual meanings, that a goal is a plan. It is something that we really look at, we make a plan, and we follow it. In other words, we put blinders on. Nothing is going to stop us. That is the way I've lived most of my life. And as I said, I did manage to accomplish a lot of things that way. However, I lost probably much of what I may have experienced if I had envisioned. The word envision brings imagination, inspiration into the mix. Envision can be playful. It is not something we really plan. So I'm going to apply inspiration to get myself going here. And inspiration and imagination are very closely linked. Stephen loves to talk about imagine as being, I'm a genie, a magical genie who can do anything. So imagination opens up the inner child to play. So I'd like for you to just close your eyes and breathe in whatever oils you have in front of you and think about, imagine the coming weeks, months, year, the whole year, whatever. Just imagine what is going to occur. And I want you to think about these questions. Are you in motion in your vision? Are you standing? Is your vision more of a destination? Is it a concrete thing? Is your vision more nebulous, floaty? And who or what is with you in your vision? Are you alone? Are you with others? Who, if you are with others, are you with? So just breathe in your oil and think about this for just a moment. And I will challenge you over the coming week to sit down and really pay attention writing the things that come to you. I was this week taken very much with the fact that we've been planting the garden at Fuller Life Villas. That's part of this week. Our gardeners at both the center and at our home have been preparing well over 1,000 plants from our cuttings from our garden for months and months to get them ready to plant them at the villas. And the local people, the Balinese people, have contributed. They have donated, dug up from their yards, from their homes, many, many trees. There are over 25 trees. Jepun, which is the frangipani, or in the US, in Hawaii, the same tree would be called Plumeri. And these trees are already planted. And they continue to bring more and more, bringing their energy, their love from their homes into the villas. And I'm thinking of this as a vision that I did. It was not part of my vision. I knew there would be a beautiful garden there, but as we plant a garden, we're starting, remember how Gary told us that the seed to seal process, first we prepare the soil, we get it ready. Then we get the very best seeds that are possible. And we infuse those seeds with love as we're planting them. and nurture them with love. And then we enjoy those things. And I'm seeing that garden shape up like this, and I'm seeing things in a totally different way from planning exactly how it would have been and going out and selecting one plant here and another plant. It's growing. It has its own vision and its way of manifesting. So I also have had the joy of watching the sandstone carvers, the amazing artists carving. And this was the first time that I have actually seen a full process daily where they begin by putting together small building blocks. Not sandstone, they're made of sandstone, but they're like bricks. And they fuse them together into a solid block. First, they built a beautiful base for the statue to stay on. And then they built this block. And to watch the creativity that occurs as they began, no, it's not finished, but to watch the daily progress as they chisel a little bit here, a little bit there, and the beautiful statue emerges. Now, they had a vision, but probably they were not actually planning every single tap with that chisel and that hammer. So it's all about allowing the things to unfold. When we have a goal, as I did most of my life, as I've admitted, I had a plan and I had steps to follow. This was instead of being a joyous experience, it was something that I was pushed to do, that I must do this in this way. So I thought inner child might be that good one. Obviously, Envision may be a blend you would choose to use this week. And I have another oil. Oh, Inspiration, if you have it, is an absolutely amazing blend. And today I have chosen, in thinking about my vision, to apply Gary's light, because Gary Young inspired me in so many ways. There is no way I would be doing the types of things that I'm doing today without that inspiration. So I'm going to apply Gary's light as well. And these are the oils that I intend to use daily. It's up to you to select the particular single oils or blends that truly, truly get you to that space of joy. You may choose joy, of allowing things to actually flow out of you, that flow of creation. Now, I have had, I don't know if all of you have been doing your cards and writing them down every day. I have made a commitment. Actually, it was the 15th of November, so it's been almost a whole month. It's been 4 weeks to really write in my journal every single day, to truly pay attention, to take time to turn inward. Yes, even I have difficulty sometimes sitting down and writing. So I've noticed, because I've been writing more, and I take pictures, on our on the app when we get our cards, I screenshot it and put it into my photos so I can look at it all day long, and I can refer back. And it absolutely has astounded me because there are two of the holograms that have come up, almost one of the two every single day. The first is the fire element. Fire is all about change. It's all about creation and action, getting into action, burning away those things that are no longer serving you. Release, release, release. And the creation hologram, which actually is the same glyphs interacting in a different way. Just as our essential oil blends may have the same single oils in them, but because they're interacting differently, perhaps because they were blended in a different order, not just a different amount, but in a different order or a different way. And the creation is all about manifesting your dream. Manifesting, allowing the creative flow. And then that's what's so funny to me, because I've also been getting the artisan hologram, archetype. And the artisan is all about allowing the creativity to flow through, just like those artists creating those beautiful sandstone sculptures, and our gardeners placing the plants in beautiful ways. They didn't necessarily plan ahead. They allowed that creative flow to assist them in that manifesting this amazing piece of work. We can do the same. And then I get the other card. I just have to show you my 4 things that keep showing up. If you manage to write down and keep track of the cards that you're selecting using your app, whether you're doing it with your Rainbow Healing cards, the physical cards, or whether you're using your app to select them. I like the app for selecting them because I can then take that screenshot and carry it with me all day long without ruining or losing my actual cards. But the other one that I keep getting over and over and over again is the other very, very creative archetype, the performer. And the thing that is so different about the performer and the artisan is that the performer works to perfect that skill, and the performer focuses, while the artist, the artisan, will allow that creative flow to come through. The performer is more about focus. Don't lose your focus. That was the message that comes through to me when I select this card. Don't forget about the focus. Allow that creativity to come through, and make certain that you focus daily, that you pay attention to what's going on around you and in your entire being. And that's what, so much has come into focus as we were finishing up Journey 2, which was printed on Friday, on the 11th. So much came into focus that the refinement practice, as we refine ourselves, it is a daily practice. Every single day. Refinement is a process, but it requires daily practice, daily attention. And as I was going through that, I really realized how much that daily attention, how important that is. And our Gary series, our Grow Actively Refining Yourself, actually has 3 more things that are a part of it. That growing actively reassessing, to check on yourself. That's something that I didn't do. I would forget to do, particularly when I got busy. I would forget to check in, and Stephen is constantly reminding me, Frances, every day is more important and more important to check in more and more often, because we are moving forward. We're growing and changing so rapidly that it's important to make sure that we know what direction we truly are growing in, to pay attention. So that the first thing we do in the refinement practice is to reconnect, to connect with the source, the creator, making sure that that connection is very strong, because your guidance and my guidance is not the same thing, and it is so important for each of us to pay attention to the messages that we get, no matter how crazy they are. For those of you who have read my story, A Fuller Life, you know that the major decisions that I made that brought me from my life in 1996 to where I am right this minute, the major decisions were absolutely insane. No logical person, especially not a math person who had made her decisions all her life by drawing a line down the center of the page and putting the positives on one side and the negatives on the other and making my decision in that way. However, it was the messages that came through that connection with the source, with my creator, that allowed me to live the dream that I am living right this moment. And I am so grateful that I paid attention back then. It's not over. The journey's not done. There is no destination. And that's another thing that was new to me, because I had always had a destination. Every goal has a destination. Whereas when you envision something that is important to you, it gets larger. A goal, you get closer to the end of the goal and you're closing in on the goal. A vision is continuously expanding and it never stops. So my hope for you, my wish for you is that you will sit down, use your favorite oils, open up your imagination, become a genie, and envision the things that you truly choose to have in your life. Our refinement list in the Rainbow Healing that's exactly what it is. It's about understanding more and more of what you choose to have in your life and what you absolutely choose not to allow in your life. So as we become more aware of these two things, our vision can expand in the area that has the things that we truly desire to experience in this lifetime. So my wish for you is to do this. And next week, just to give you a little preview here, we have our Facebook Live at 11 o'clock in the morning. That is Singapore time, GMT +8. And at 8 o'clock on Sunday night, 8 p.m., the same time zone, we're going to do my first online meditation to really get us ready to enjoy this process, to get us ready to enjoy the coming weeks, the final weeks of this crazy year that we have all experienced, and allow ourselves to move forward with excitement, with clarity, with belief, and with joy, filling our lives with the things that we enjoy most. So Have a beautiful, beautiful week, and I look forward to seeing you next Sunday.